Hello and welcome to part 8 of Let's Play Metroid Prime with me, Jamie Balfour. So in the last part we managed to get ourselves the Wave Buster and the Ice Beam, and we left ourselves in Chozo Ruins save station. So if we go out this door, and I'm going to show you something which will interest you at a later stage. So down this elevator is the Talon overworld, and out here at this part of the Talon overworld is one of the most important rooms of the Talon overworld. It's called the Great Tree Hall. As you can see, it's got a great big tree in it. So why I brought you here? Well, it's because first of all I'm going to get a missile expansion. But as you may notice down below, there is actually another section to this room that we can't quite access yet. So at a later stage we're going to go down to that point, because that is the link to the next area. Okay, so let's just grab this missile expansion. To get it, what you have to do is there's an invisible platform. You can see the rain landing on it. So use that to your advantage. I caught that with the side of my eye when I was playing this. And I realised it was just a missile expansion, so it doesn't really matter that much. It's not putting you off the quest. However, you're meant to get it after you've got the final visor. Okay, so head back up to the Chozo Ruins. You don't really need to go down there and have a look at that. It's up to you. I'm just showing you for the purpose of the video. So just get out of here. And our next aim, now that we've got the Ice Beam, is to head over to the Phadrana Drifts. And at this point we're going to be heading to Phadrana's Edge, which is the area of Phadrana Drifts that we're going to be going to. Why we're going there? Well, we need the next suit, as mentioned in the title of this video, the gravity suit. So just quickly run away from the Chozo ghosts. And by the way, you don't need to take the force shield down because we don't really need to come back there yet. But if you did want to, you could. There was an artifact back in that room that we will need to get eventually. And if you were very confident you could get that missile expansion first time or whatever, go ahead and do it. But it did take me quite a while to do, and I don't want to do it on the video. Okay, just fall here, it doesn't really matter. And where we're trying to go is just past Stardust. There was an Ice Beam door way back in part 5. So we're going back that way and we're going to get the next objective. Okay, so for the first time ever I'm going underneath because I don't want to get attacked by these this time. I mean, it doesn't really matter when you're on a speed run sort of thing like this, trying to get it done in as few parts as possible, then it's quite good to just run through things like that, not bother with the safety. Okay, one of the most upsetting things about defeating that Chozo ghost and get to the ice beam is that now they appear in all sorts of parts of the Chozo ruins, including this big room with the big tree in it, where you first where Flagra, the entrance to Flagra is. So I just run past them as quickly as possible. So just to demonstrate how powerful the ice beam actually is, a one-hit kill on one of these wee Chozo guys, these wee beetle guys, actually kills them. So the ice beam is a generally quite powerful beam, and it's a nice. I mean, I'm not very fond of it, but it's got some really good uses. Like when you freeze a guy, then hit them with a missile. The ice beam missile combo is incredibly effective. In fact, anything that can be frozen can be smashed with one missile straight after being frozen, so it's quite a nice thing. Alright, so kill these guys, because this is the way we're going to go out. We're going to boost the ball up. If I can do it properly. Okay. Right, here we go. And up. And up. And up. Right, so be careful of this wee spiky guy. And then I'm going to jump over to where that waterfall is to get to the magma caverns quickly. Right, we can't jump very well in water, which is a huge problem throughout this entire game. So, to avoid having to jump in water, we'll go round the side here. Right, and go all the way back down to the bottom to where the magma caverns entrance is. This really hot room. And go down. Okay, so when we're going back through the magma caverns, well, what we're going through for is because we're going to the Findrana Drifts, but to a specific section that we've not been to yet because we did not have the ice beam last time. So it's towards where the save station was that we saved that way back. And at this point we're looking for a new suit. And the new suit is called the gravity suit, as stated in the title of this video. And it allows us to jump and do most things underwater, including the new like the double jump anyway under the water, which is quite a nice feature without being restricted at all. But more importantly, in my opinion, is that it lets you see underwater much better. So that's something important. Right, so when we're going to the magma caverns, just follow the procedure as normal, killing off all the puffers and things like that, and jumping the right way. Don't fall into the lava like I did, unfortunately. But proceed through and aim to get to the end of the magma caverns. The lava is incredibly dangerous if you keep falling into it like I do. So, right. I hate these things. I hate this room. I don't care about getting burned by these things. I just want to get out here as quickly as possible. Got our freaky friends to deal with here. Just give them a few missiles and things. I'm really not a cautious Metroid player, so I don't care about getting burned up a wee bit and things when I know that there's no real point in worrying about my health at this point, because I've got plenty of it and there's a save station coming straight up, so you know, I'm not one of these people who cares too much about it. However, it's a good time to save now, so we'll save and swap to the ice beam so that we can immediately be prepared. So go back up to the Phadrana Drifts, where our good friend Thardus was. And this part is one of my least favourite parts of the whole game. I don't know why I dislike it. I mean, it's incredibly tedious, I must admit, but I don't know what it is that I dislike about it. I just genuinely have a bad feeling about playing this bit in the game. Right, take out the bomb while you can. Remember, wave beam. And then switch to the ice beam. For most of this, the wave beam is going to be the one that's required, but any creatures that you come across you can kill with the ice beam. Now remember this place? This is Glacier 1. We do not want to be going that way because we're trying to avoid all these horrible places. I just had one look in there and thought to myself, I'm not going near that place. Because that's one of the most annoying bits of the game as well. In fact, to be honest, the Phadrana Drifts overall isn't very fun. Compared with the rest of the game, it gets much better. And I would probably say part 8 or 9. Or hang on, part 9. Because this is part 8. So anyway, the point is that what we're looking for here is the gravity suit. So that's found in the gravity chamber. And it will help us to jump in water. Why do we need that? Well, for the next part, we're going to be going back to the Talon overworld, to a part that is in fact surfaced by water. So we're going to have to go deep under the water. So there's the door up there, a wee bit higher up. I wouldn't jump down into the water, but I would jump down. And then just go through here with your morph ball. This bit my game tends to run very slow because of the fact that those things all blow up at once. So knock down the rocks. And use them as ramps to get yourself up. Or not ramps, but ways to get higher up. There's a save station just here, so just go to this and save. Scan around. No, maybe not actually, don't scan around. That's just a waste of time. I thought there might be something interesting. Sometimes there is. Morph ball through here. Alright, our freaky friends are here. So, take them out. Wave beams good to use on them, missiles are good to use on them. And you can obviously use the ice beam. When you missile, you hit them with the ice beam and they freeze, and then you missile them, and they're dead. Alright, so where we're trying to go here is on the very bottom, under the water. So there's a door in the very bottom which we wanted to go to. We don't really need to go up high, but if we do go up this way later on, we'll find an artifact. So it's important that we remember that for when we're looking for the artifacts. Okay, there's the door. Alright, blast down all the rocks, as you would expect, and then use them as steps to get yourself higher. And there you go. Be careful of these freaky underwater things that remind me of Gyorks from Zelda, because they sort of put your scanner off and all sorts, and they do some damage to you if you let them hit you. And they can't be damaged unless their mouths are open, so you've got to be very careful when you attack them. Or very quick anyway, in order to attack them properly. So, this is one of my least favourite rooms in the game, and this is why I hate this bit, because those flying things catch you, and they caught me back in Phaedrana's courtyard as well, so I've always hated these creatures, and they're very difficult to hit as well. You can't lock onto them. That's me trying to lock onto them, but every time I try to lock on, it always goes for the underwater thing. So you just have to take a leap of faith, jump across, and hope that you won't get hit by them. Although if you do, sometimes they don't hit you into the water. Alright, here comes the scan data to tell me that we're heading towards it, that we've got to get to the gravity chamber, which is just here. So that's good, very useful timing when we're in the room just before it. Okay, so in this room what we're going to do is we're going to find the wee suit icon sort of thing that floats around, and that'll give us the upgrades in our suit. I always forget that these tentacles are not scannable here for some reason. So don't bother with them. You'll find the sound of the suit is starting to be heard, so as soon as you start to hear the suit, you're getting closer, obviously. And I think it's over straight ahead from all the hundreds of times that I've had to collect the gravity suit. See, the tentacles aren't scannable here. Don't know why. There's the suit up there. Right. Anyway, don't bother wasting your time with all these guys. You can actually just get away without them. So jump up here, and then up onto here. Or maybe not actually. Actually, you could probably just do a double jump into it. This wee little alcove bit here. Yeah, let's do that. There you go. Now your sight on the water becomes better as well, so things like that won't be so difficult. And here we go. And now we've got the gravity suit. Yay! So the gravity suit's purple, as you can see. And the improvements are more damage, well, you can read all the improvements in the thing, but the most important is the underwater bit. Right, so just go back up to here and jump up higher, and as you can see we're close to where the door was that we came in with. You can go out the other door as well, but that's probably the quicker way as well. But I'm just going this way because I know it's there, so okay. And so be prepared for some more of our freaky friends. Just take them out with some missiles, whatever. As you can see, underwater is no longer a big problem. The only bit that actually is being able to see, because still the game is very, very dark. They're good fun to kill those. I would say the power beam's the best against them. Okay, so we're going to want to get out from under the water, and our freaky friends are here as well, so deal with them. This is the time to use the ice beam. Wait for them to missile you. And then you hit them with a missile. Like this. There we go. And another. And there we go. Well done. And a matter of fact, this room always confuses me because there are so many rooms that are similar in this area. But in a matter of fact, we're actually just going to be heading out the door that I just went past. Just down there. Because there aren't any more doors that we can use. But there is an artifact later in this room. See, because this reminds me of the bit where the research lab connects to Findrana's Edge. Which, by the way, is an alternative way of coming to Findrana's Edge, but it doesn't make any logical sense to go there the first time. So we've only got this and the frozen pipe to get through, and a couple of joining halls. Okay, so wait for them to attack you with a missile attack, and that means they stop, and then blast them with an ice beam. That's as simple as it is. Don't worry about the floor down here, there's no water, it's just ice. But if you're wanting to get out of here, you don't want to do what I just did there, but you want to do this correctly, so go all the way up to the top, jump to the closer shelf, or ledge anyway, and go over to here. You could save now if you did want, but I'm not going to. Okay, so we've just got the frozen pipe to get out of, and then we can get to the transport to the magma caverns. And if you didn't scan those in the research facility, you could scan them now. More of our freaky friends. There we go. Bang. Finished. And wait being the door. Oh no, not that door actually. Still a bit higher. Okay, out of here. And just finally ice beam, and then down here and then to the magma caverns, which is where we're going to save for this video. So thank you for watching my video, and I hope you continue to watch. And by the way, I would appreciate it if you were to look at my newly designed website, which you can find down at the bottom, which has been re-updated with HTML5 just this week.